All right, everybody, welcome to our collective calm 4-week series meditation. Tonight's our last night. We've done a number of different meditations and some breath work and some indigenous healing storytelling. So I hope you enjoyed the journey so far. Thank you for being here with us. Tonight, for our final night, we are going to focus on forgiveness. Forgiveness of self, forgiveness of others who may have harmed us, and then asking for forgiveness for others who we may have harmed as well. So find a comfortable position. If you didn't hear me earlier, just maybe use any props at home that are supportive to you, blankets, bolsters, blocks. You want to allow the body to be held in a way that is comfortable and yet not to fall asleep. So take a moment to just kind of settle yourself, get situated. We're going to start with some breath work. Alternate nostril breathing. This is done best sitting up, but you can do it lying down. So typically we do practice this one sitting up, but because of the meditation we're going into, it's fine if you do it lying down. You're still going to get all the benefits. So just take what you want from that. So Nadi Shodhana is alternate nostril breathing. Nadi meaning channel, and Shodhana meaning cleaning or purifying. So find your comfortable seated position or lying down. And then you're going to take your right or left hand, whatever is your dominant hand. And you're going to bring your pointer and your middle finger and just gently let them rest on the third eye center. And then you'll take your thumb and your pinky or your ring finger. I like to use my ring finger and just place it on the other nostril. So you're not plugging your nose yet, you're just kind of connecting there. So gently close your right nostril with your thumb and inhale through your left nostril. Then close it with your ring finger or little finger. Open and exhale slowly through the right nostril. Keeping the right nostril open, inhale. Then press your thumb on the right nostril, closing it, and open and exhale slowly through the left. This is one cycle. Inhaling through the left nostril, plugging the left, opening the right, exhaling slowly through the right nostril. Inhale through the right, gently plug the right, open the left, exhale slowly through the left. Inhale through the left, gently plug the left, open the right, exhale slowly through the right. Inhale through the right, gently plug it, open the left, exhale slowly through the left. Inhale through the left, gently plug it, opening the right, exhale out through the right. Inhale through the right, gently plug it, open the left. Exhale out through the left. Last one, inhale through the left, gently plug it, open the right. Exhale out through the right. Removing the hand, gently placing it down, and just allow the breath to return to its natural rhythm. Noticing yourself a little more centered here, a little more grounded into the body. Nadi Shodhana lowers the heart rate, reduces stress and anxiety, and it synchronizes both hemispheres of our brain. It purifies the subtle energy channels or the nadis that run throughout our entire body so that prana or life force energy can more easily flow through us. Nadi Shodhana is something you can practice anytime, anywhere to help calm, center, and ground yourself. The breath just returned to its natural rhythm here. Continue to rest in a relaxed state. As we focus on some words on forgiveness by meditation master Jack Kornfield. Forgiveness is, in particular, the capacity to let go, to release the suffering, the sorrows, the burdens of the pains and betrayals of the past, and instead choose the mystery of love. Forgiveness shifts us from the small, separate sense of ourselves to a capacity to renew, to let go, to live in love. As the Bhagavad Gita says, if you want to see the brave, look to those who can return love for hatred. If you want to see the heroic, look to those who can forgive. With forgiveness, we're unwilling to attack or wish harm on anyone, including ourselves. And without forgiveness, life would be unbearable. It's hard to imagine a world without forgiveness because we would be chained to the suffering of the past and have only repeated over and over again. There'd be no release. It's not easy. Love and forgiveness is not for the faint-hearted, says the Indian mystic Meher Baba. But someone has to stand up and say, it stops with me. I will not pass on to my children this sorrow. Whether it's in Ireland or Israel or Minneapolis, someone has to say, I will accept the betrayal and the suffering and I will bear it, but I will not retaliate. I will not pass this on to the next generation and to the endless generations of grandchildren. And forgiveness is not sentimental or quick. Can't paper things over and smile and say, I forgive. It's a deep process of the heart. And in the process, you need to honor the betrayal of yourself or of others, the grief, the anger, the hurt, and the fear. Forgiveness is also not for anybody else. There's a story of two ex-prisoners of war. One says to the other, have you forgiven your captors yet? And the second says, no, never. The first one then says, well then, they still have you in prison. Forgiveness is the capacity to let go, to release suffering, and instead choose the mystery of love. Bring your awareness back to your breath. Noticing the inflow and the outflow. Notice where in the body you can feel the breath the most. Maybe it's in the stomach, abdomen, where you feel the rising and the falling. Might be the chest where you feel expansion and contraction as the body inhales and exhales, or perhaps it's the nostrils where you can feel the slight tickle as the air enters in and moves out. Breathing in, just bring gentle awareness to the breath. Breathing out, be aware of the breath leaving the body. You may notice the mind wandering. This offers us an opportunity to cultivate mindfulness and concentration. Each time we notice the mind wandering, we're strengthening our ability to recognize our present experience. Each time we bring the mind back to the breath, we strengthen our ability to concentrate. So treat it as an opportunity rather than a problem. Always coming back to the breath. The mind wanders, come back to the breath. Start by offering forgiveness to yourself. We start with ourselves because it's almost impossible to truly forgive others while we still harbor self-resentment. There are many ways that we have hurt or harmed ourselves. We have abandoned or betrayed ourselves many times through thoughts, words, actions, both knowingly and unknowingly. Feel your own precious body and life as you are today. Let yourself become aware of the ways you have hurt or harmed yourself. Picture them. Remember them. Be open to the sorrow that you have carried from this and give yourself permission to release these burdens. Breathing gently here, repeat silently to yourself. I forgive myself for the ways I have hurt myself through action or inaction. I know I have acted out of fear, pain, and confusion, and for today, I offer myself forgiveness. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. Continue repeating, I forgive myself. Letting the feelings permeate your body and mind. Feelings contrary to forgiveness, like irritation, guilt, and anger, may come up for you. If this happens, just be patient and kind to yourself, allowing whatever arises to be received in a spirit of friendliness and affection, and then simply return to the phrase, I forgive myself. I forgive myself. There are also many ways that you've been harmed by others. You may have been abused or abandoned knowingly or unknowingly in thoughts, words, or actions. Let yourself picture and remember these hurts. Be open to the sorrow you have carried from these actions of others in the past, and give yourself permission to release this burden of pain, at least for today, by extending forgiveness when your heart is ready. Bring to mind the people who have hurt you, and then silently repeat the following phrasing. I now remember the ways you have hurt or harmed me out of your own fear or pain, confusion, and anger. I have carried this pain in my heart too long. At least for today, I offer you forgiveness. To all those who have caused me harm, I offer my forgiveness. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. There are also many ways that we have hurt or harmed others, have betrayed or abandoned them, or caused them suffering. We've caused harm knowingly or unknowingly out of our own pain, fear, anger, and confusion. Let yourself remember and visualize the ways in which you've hurt others. Picture each memory that still burdens your heart. Acknowledge the pain you've caused out of your own fear and confusion. Be open to your own sorrow and regret. Give yourself permission to finally release this burden and ask for forgiveness. Offer each person in your mind the following phrase. I know I have harmed you through my thoughts, words, or actions, and I ask for forgiveness. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Now letting go of all thoughts of others, return your focus to your own body, mind, and heart. Notice any discomfort, tension, or difficulty you may be feeling. Notice any experiences of new lightness or warmth, relaxation, relief, or joy. Returning your awareness back to the breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Resting in forgiveness for yourself, for those you have harmed, and for those who have harmed you. Breathing in forgiveness. Breathing out forgiveness. Forgive others not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace. Slowly start to bring your awareness back into your body. Wiggling fingers, wiggling toes, maybe lengthening the breath. Taking some time here as you come back to just notice how you're feeling. And whenever you're ready, gently opening the eyes, returning to this space, feeling supported by the earth beneath you, held by the planet. Thank you so much for practicing with me over the last 4 weeks. I hope you've cultivated some peace within your own heart so that you may shine your light a little brighter each day. Sealing in our practice tonight. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace be with you all. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thanks for joining us at home. You're welcome.